We were girls and young women who were victimized by Epstein and Maxwell in a ring.
I know there are videos and photos. I know that Jeffrey had recording cameras in his house.
Powerful people who caused us harm are being protected and we're being exposed. It is meant to silence us.
Straight to jail, for questioning at least Erika. Look, I have seen enough, ladies and gentlemen. I've seen enough. Erika Kirk should be dragged into a police precinct for questioning. Like I said, you can show me the person who disagrees with me on that after I will reveal to you what we can now confirm. You can show me that individual and I will show you a blown fraud. That's the only people that would disagree with that assessment. I said to my team this morning that the amount of evidence that is now piling up, I would say against Erika Kirk, is almost akin to an NBC Dateline episode, except it's actually more simplified than that. Like Dateline, that show is way too complicated.
For years, Erika Kirk's name stayed on the edges of the Epstein conversation, easy to ignore or dismiss. A mention here, a forum post there, but nothing that truly stuck. People had bigger names to focus on. Then a name dropped that changed everything. EllenDeGeneres. The moment Ellen got pulled into that same orbit, people stopped calling it street talk. It wasn't just internet gossip anymore. Suddenly, the question shifted from what happened on that island to who else knew. And if there's really nothing to hide, why does it suddenly look like Erika Kirk is the one panicking?
Hello, Sean Diddy Combs. How are you?
I'm doing great. How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic, thank you. Do you like being scared? I'm not going to scare you.
Yeah, don't do that.
No, I know. I'm not going to do it. I have to thank you because the last time you were here, you turned me onto Twitter. I knew nothing about Twitter,
yes.
And now it is so much fun. I'm playing so many games,
yes.
and I get to give things away and help people out.
Yeah, you get to connect to the people. You get to make sure that they know that you care about them, and it's also you get to hear how they feeling about certain situations, and you get the news quicker than the news gives it to you.
Yeah, no, it's great. So tell me about your birthday party. Am I invited?
Yes, yes, you're definitely invited. I invite you to all my parties. You just haven't seemed to show up to.
No, well, is it on the East Coast?
Yes.
Well, that's why. Why don't you have one here on the West Coast? Because I work all the time.
Okay, well, maybe I have one at your house.
Where's that? Now, what time would your party start, let's say?
Like 9:30.
Really? That early?
Yeah.
I could make that.
Yeah.
But I could think of you of starting a party at like midnight. Like, what time will it go till?
That's a different type of party, though.
Uh-huh.
It'll go from like 9:30 to like maybe 3 o'clock, 3 o'clock. And then, we have the top 2 floors of the hotel.
Mm-hmm. And then it will carry on there?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Then the after party.
Mm-hmm. No, I know about them. I'll listen to the music. I've heard that song, After Party. But that was at the Holiday Inn, I think. All right, so, and how old are your kids now? How many kids do you have?
I have 6.
6, and how old are they now? Well, you seem youthful. That's why they're
I'm youthful.
Yeah.
And I'm fertile.
Is that going to be a new thing? Are you going to try to be early?
Yes, I'm trying to be early.
Are you going to be early for my party?
Yes, I am. No.
No.
I have to arrive fashionably late.
All right. Not too late, though.
Not too late?
Not too late, please.
What time would you like me there?
I'll tell you later.
Okay.
But not too late. Because, once you get there, the party really starts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I got you. I promise you I'm not going to let you down on this big one.
All right,
For
good.
real.
Good.
Your shoes, your feet are going to have blisters. You're going to be dancing so hard.
I can't wait.
Now watch this clip carefully. This isn't just 2 celebrities joking around. Ellen once gave Diddy a birthday shout-out, calling him nicknames like Cuddle McSnuggles. Strange, right? But when people asked why, she brushed it off with a simple, "You don't need to know why." That's when things started feeling off. Because if Diddy was moving in those kinds of circles, and Ellen was right there beside him, laughing, normalizing it, then how far apart were their worlds really? And this is where Erika comes back into frame. Her timeline doesn't sit separate from all this. She was moving through spaces built on access. Fashion circles, pageantry, elite networking environments. The kind of places where powerful people cross paths without drawing attention. At first, it looks like ambition. But once you line it up with everything else, it starts to feel like something much more calculated.
I think I always had that girly girl hidden within me. After being such a tomboy and experiencing that my whole life, it was like, oh, I can curl my hair, I can put on the mascara. I come from a great family that has very amazing genetics, so thanks, Mom and Dad.
She says she came from a great family with amazing genetics. Just a girl discovering her feminine side. But to make matters worse, resurfaced clips tell a different story. Erika literally pitched herself to designer Diane von Furstenberg, the same Diane tied to Jeffrey Epstein. Watch what she says next.
The timing in my life is perfect for this opportunity. I'm at a great point, just career-wise, to be able to take on this type of endeavor. And I feel like I have something very unique to offer this whole experience in general. Like I said, I'm very coachable, I'm very trainable. And I'm the type of person that I don't need all the time in the world to get ready. If you say you got to be on a plane in a half hour and you have to pack your stuff and go, I'm on it. I'm kind of like a gypsy. I don't mind living out of a suitcase. I'm used to it, and that's something that I'm okay with. So traveling, I love it. I'm all for it. I'm up for anything. I want to learn. I want to be able to use this opportunity and harness all the things that I can learn from it and be able to just inspire people. Like how cool of a chance it is to be able to work with Diane and her brand.
I'm very coachable. I'm very trainable. I can be on a plane in half an hour. I'm like a gypsy. I don't mind living out of a suitcase. Read those words again, knowing what we know now. And then there's that Romania project that keeps resurfacing, presented as humanitarian work, helping children, outreach programs, all the right optics. But when people went back to look for records, things didn't line up cleanly. Missing pages, fading documentation, partnerships that were never fully explained. Around the same time, conversations about Epstein's system shifted. It was never just one man. It was a network, from recruiters to facilitators, people who moved others into those environments quietly. And Erika's name started appearing at access points that were never properly explained.
Giving advice to Turning Point, doing all of that at the same time, that's a struggle for me. I can't get there. I don't think she was doing that because I keep not being born yesterday. It's so hard not being born yesterday. Also, if we're asking questions, how is it that Erika is always so tied to Eastern Europe? Why is she just like kind of floating around? Just this girl from Ohio. How does she get linked to Romania and the United States Marines? And today, I should be clear, she presents it as though she was just sending gifts. That's kind of the new thing. Oh, I was just, helping to send Christmas gifts to kids in need in an orphanage. That was it. Organizing gifts being sent, which of course, again, the common sense, that would not require the support of the United States Marines. You can do that right now today, team. Phone up someone in Romania and ask them for an address and you can send gifts, right? It's expensive to ship. You could probably ground ship that. Her involvement was much more. How do I know? Well, because before the scandal broke and accusations of child trafficking onto the military base, Erika used to claim that she was a bit more involved.
And then came the moment that pushed everything forward. A judge reportedly mentioned Erika's name in connection to Epstein-related proceedings. Nothing confirmed publicly, no official statements, but the timing was uncomfortable. It happened right when Ellen's name was being pulled back into the conversation, right when discussions about leaky trails and hidden connections started flooding back. And that's when people noticed something else. Ellen left. She stepped away from the U.S. and settled in England. The public explanation? Politics, personal choice, a fresh start. But once you line it up with everything else, the timing feels different. This move came right after growing pressure around the Epstein files, right after Trump renewed promises that more names could come out. Think about it. She publicly supported Kamala, someone who would have protected her secret. But with Trump's victory, she took to her heels. People started asking one uncomfortable question. Was that really just coincidence?
They're losing their minds.
She sounded so sincere, didn't she?
Very
she could
sincere.
Virtually choke on her words. But the best one for me is EllenDeGeneres, who is, by the way, a very nasty person. I've had dealings with her in Australia. Could I tell you some stories about that cow? But anyway, good riddance to her. But, she was quite friendly with that P. Diddy bloke, wasn't she?
Well, this is why I say release the Diddy files.
Yeah.
Release the Diddy files. Come on, Donald Trump. We want to know whose name.
So maybe she's hightailing out of there before all that is thrown at her as well. But what a bunch of hypocrites.
And this is where the story tightens. While Ellen is stepping away, Erika is being pulled closer into the conversation. Mentions, rumors, resurfaced connections, everything hitting at once. And then there's that detail that keeps coming back. The word pizza. It sounds ridiculous at first. Jokes, repeated references across different celebrities. But when people went back through Epstein-related materials, that word appeared hundreds of times. Emails, conversations, often redacted without context. And that's when people started questioning whether it ever meant what it sounded like, because the frequency didn't match the explanation.
Because I have this crazy idea that I will order pizza. And so if I do, I don't want it to go to waste. Who will eat pizza if I... Jennifer? Yes? Harrison?
Turning the Oscars into an everyone's invited dinner party with dinner.
What do you think? Guess what? Pizza's here. Hello. Come on down. Tomato sauce, we have cheese, we have different kinds. Who's hungry? Brad, Angie, yes? Okay. What kind do you want? Cheese, that's a cheese. Cheese. Yeah. Julia wants cheese. Who's your favorite movie star? They're here. Well, who do you want to talk to? Oh, you know Julia Roberts? Have you seen it? Great. Okay, wait a minute, we're going to run out. Okay, great. Okay. Let's go on this side. Okay. Anybody? Leo?
Leo?
You gotta be hungry, no?
I'm not.
Come on, somebody over here? Jared? Yeah, Jared. Jared Leto. He just won an Oscar.
I gotta hook my...
All right. Okay, here you go. Hey, by the way, Harrison, you said you wanted pizza? Okay. Karen? Yes? Oh, another pregnant.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. Okay. You can tip him, right?
Sure, I'll take it.
Where's Harvey Weinstein? Harvey. Marty, you said you wanted some. All right.
Adele, name 3 names for your lady parts.
Mini Moo, for JJ, and a pizza. Mini Moo is when you're describing it to a child. For JJ is like, hey. And a pizza is like when someone's nasty.
Word.
And when you pair that with clips of Ellen casually bringing it up in different settings, people started paying attention differently. The Diddy connection, overlapping social circles, sudden relocation, resurfaced timelines, and now Erika's name being pulled into official conversations. It all feels connected. And then there's one more layer people can't ignore. The people around Ellen. Steven Twitch Boss, her longtime DJ, someone always close to her platform. His death was ruled as suicide. It shocked people. But what followed was just as unsettling. Questions with no clear answers, just speculation. Claims that he might have known or seen something he wasn't supposed to. Nothing confirmed, but the fact that those questions are even being asked tells you where public trust is right now. One user wrote, "I still think somebody else is responsible for his demise." Another wrote, I'll never believe he killed himself. And all of it circles back to the same point. Erika Kirk. The name that stayed in the background for years is now sitting right at the center of a conversation she was never supposed to be part of. Because if Ellen really did know something, if she really was moving in those same spaces, and if details are starting to slip out now, then the timing of Erika's situation feels less like coincidence and more like something catching up. So the question isn't just what happened on that island. It's who already knew and who's starting to panic now that it's no longer staying buried.